Two, one. Hello, this is Ben with Helping Services for Youth and Families again, and today we have Kathy joining us. Kathy's one of our mentoring coordinators and our longest serving mentoring coordinator as well. So it's wonderful. Welcome, Kathy.
Glad to be here, Ben.
Well, good. Well, I just wanted to kick it off. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself and I guess your role at Helping Services.
Well, I started at Helping Services in 1988, and I used to be a home daycare provider and was at Sunflower Childcare Center at that time, and there was a big need for people to connect with home daycare providers, so a group of people got together and said, we need to have this service, and Dave Runyon said Helping Services can be the place for it, and that's how I got into the agency, working part-time and for here and then full-time at Sunflower. And so I did that for 3 years, and Childcare Information and Referral was with the agency for about 5 years. And then that went to another entity, which it's still there, which is really good. And my role has changed a lot at Helping Services. After doing information and referral, I was with substance abuse prevention, and then that emerged into working with mentoring about 20 years ago. It was more like 22, 24 years ago, actually. People said, what's this mentoring thing? I hear people are doing this. And a bunch of us said, that'd be a good idea. And so we got together for 2 years to kind of figure out what we wanted mentoring to look like. And actually in Decorah School District, that's how things got started. Then it expanded to Winneshiek, Allamakee, Howard. At one point, we were giving technical assistance and support to Clayton County and a lot more to Fayette County. And so it's changed a lot over the years with times of having wonderful funding sources that were very bountiful, if you will, with federal grants, and other times that things were real slim. But the most important part was we always kept that relationship going with the youth.
Yes, no, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's powerful. So, I guess, what is one thing you'd want people to know about mentoring or your work at Helping Services?
Well, I would relate that to right now, our current times. Our mentors are not able to get together with their youth because of precautions related to COVID-19, but there's still a huge need for mentors to step forward right now, because as we are able to have the mentors get connected again with their mentees face-to-face, we're going to need more mentors. The kids, some of them are really struggling at home. Family life isn't always the most positive place for them, and to have that extra person that they can go to the whippy dip with, or that they can just go for a walk with, it is a huge sense of support for that youth, and a place that can give them a lot of support and positive mental health kinds of things.
Yeah, no, that is so true. Full disclosure, me and my wife mentor a young boy here in Decorah, and it's self-fulfilling to, as you kind of get out, we might get more than they do. I'm not sure. I guess you'd have to ask him, but it's as simple as we took him to the library, and he had never been to the library, so we talked to his mom later that week. He's like, all he wants to do is go to the library. I had to get him a library card. Now all he wants to do is check out books. And I was like,
what a terrible problem.
Yeah. So it is simple. It's not rocket science. It's just being there for them. And that's huge. And just to highlight what you were saying, we've seen similar things. So it's more. Would you talk a little bit about the Mentor for a Day and what does that mean? How people can get involved there?
Yeah. A mentor for a day is somebody that says to us, I'm not either quite ready or just not able to do our required 4 hours a month. And they say, I want to do Mentor for a Day, which means that they come to our events and when it works for their schedule. They don't come to every event, and they hang out with a youth, and that youth can be somebody who is currently in need of a mentor or somebody whose mentor just couldn't come for that particular day. And with that process, then the Mentor for a Day can kind of get a feel for what mentoring's about. And we have a wonderful success story related to Mentor for a Day. We had a young woman who about a year and a half ago, actually, she was a mentor for a day at an event and really enjoyed spending time with this young gal, but her life was just really busy at the time, and she couldn't be a mentor. And in fact, the youth had a mentor at the time, but she really enjoyed spending time with that youth. And from time to time, I would see that person, and she would say, well, how's my girl doing? Because she really liked
That's
this
amazing.
young lady.
That's wonderful.
And now, recently, her original mentoring relationship changed because her mentor had some things going on that she fulfilled her year, that's our requirement. And this Mentor for a Day is now becoming a mentor. And so that's really cool that things like that happen, where somebody kind of meets somebody and feels that immediate sense of kind of clicking, is what we call it, that you feel connected and it can work out.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And, you mentioned the 4 hours a month that I guess the minimum that you're supposed to spend with your mentor. And the highlight, obviously during this time of social distancing, events have changed what they look like, but you and your team do a wonderful job of setting up events. So you almost get your 4 hours a month in just if you attend the events. And, that takes all the planning out of it. You don't have to think about it. I think you just got to show up, it's
exactly.
So that's wonderful. And if someone was interested in mentoring or becoming a mentor for a day, what do they need to do?
They should just go to helpingservices.org, look at our website. There's a little spot that has these little arrows that point down that say, I'm interested in mentoring. You click on that and give us your information, and we'll give you a call or email you and see how we can get you started. You can also call us at Helping Services, and that number's on our website, but it's 563-387-1720. Leave a message for any of us, and we'll give you a call back or visit with you more about it. And the other thing I guess I'd like people to know too is you are part of the process of picking your youth, because sometimes people get a little bit scared about that, like, oh, they're going to give me this child that's like, whoa. And it's not that. You know that from your experience then, that you are part of the process. And so that's really, I think, a comforting kind of thing for people to know. Yeah,
no, it is wonderful. And it's not just, just throw a name and a phone number. It's like, go do something with them. It's lots of support there. So it's nothing. You're never, I guess, by yourself. I guess you are, out in public, I guess, by yourself with your youth, but it's you guys provide thing and always open for ideas to talk about stuff too. So, well, that's wonderful. Well, I just wanted to end this with something. Go ahead, Kathy.
I had one more thing I was just going to say is we do have school-based mentoring as well. That a individual can go to the school, spend about an hour with the youth once a week, and it's again another wonderful opportunity. And you don't have to really set up anything other than what time you're supposed to be there and what time you leave, and you're there for the youth and have a lot of fun. And young boy, his mom just said about his experience this school year, every time he was with the youth or with the mentor, he learned something. And the mentor said to that, well, gosh, I don't know what that was. Well, this man, by example, opens the door for people, says thank you, and it's wonderful that the parent acknowledged that was something, a benefit from mentoring.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. No, it is. It doesn't have to be something super complicated, simple things that you don't think about, just like I was talking about the library story, but it's like, it's something that everyone comes with different experiences and you know, and the ways they do things. It's everyone has some value that they can add to the situation. So
Exactly.
well,
Yep.
good. Well, I just wanted to kind of switch gears away from work, just a little bit about yourself again. Is there something that people may not know about you, or something you're interested in that you'd be willing to share with us?
Well, one of my passions is I'm very involved in community theater, and a lot of people might know that I've been on the stage. But what a lot of people don't know is I'm just about to end my presidency as the board president on their board, and there is a lot of background work that that board does.
Mm-hmm.
And also I do a lot of publicity for that group as well, and so it's something that I'm passionate about and I love, and I get to meet a lot of people, and some lifelong friendships have happened through that group.
Well, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. Yeah, I know. I was surprised when I was like, oh, I didn't know Kathy. There was probably like 6 months ago. I noticed you were I was like, oh, that's very cool. And so that is wonderful. So I'm sure that they can. It's a new Minowa players, right? Is that correct?
That is correct. Yep.
Wonderful. Well, wonderful. Well, Kathy, thanks so much for joining us today to do this conversation, get to know you a little bit better and a little bit about your work. As Kathy mentioned, visit our website at helpingservices.org, and you can find all the information about mentoring right there. And keep your eye out on our Facebook page, Instagram. There'll be videos and different things about mentoring and resources there. So thanks so much, Kathy.